Welcome back to Odyssey News, or Weekend Edition. I am Mike Odyssey, and today I want to talk about something that, it's very weird, right? The Nintendo Direct for June. Is it happening? Is it not happening? What is the deal? Now that Tears of the Kingdom is out and out there, what is Nintendo's next plan? We know that Pikmin is coming out in the month of July. But what is happening in June? And most importantly, what is happening for the rest of the year? Let's go ahead and talk about this.
Welcome to the Odyssey. Hit the like, press play. You're running with the squad like Xenoblade. Drive like Mario, we on a new.
Okay, guys, I hope you guys are enjoying Tears of the Kingdom. It is out there. It is a great game. And, that was part of Nintendo's mega releases for this year. We have one more game that is out there in July, which is Pikmin 4. But the big question is what's happening in June and what's happening in the rest of the year. And, we had a statement issued recently by Jeff Grubb, and, he stated that he hasn't heard anything at all. He has not heard anything at all regarding a Nintendo Direct in June. And basically stating, in a way, not really directly, but that we will not have a Nintendo Direct in June, which is the interpretation of a lot of people out there. But the real thing is that he has not heard anything happening in June. That does not mean that something might not happen in June. Nintendo, at the end, they always have the last word, right? Who knew of this Nintendo Treehouse happening at midnight before the Tears of the Kingdom launch? Nobody knew about that, but Nintendo did. But there you have it. No Nintendo Direct in June. What does this mean for the rest of the year? And what does this mean for Nintendo, right? Because, it's important that Nintendo continue their momentum, continue their sales, right? Continue to function as a company. And right now, the most important part of the year is around the corner. If this is the holiday season, Nintendo, they sell most of their Nintendo Switches and most of the Nintendo games in the holiday season. This is the most important part because this is where the most sales happen. This is where the most consoles by the number are sold. It's not in the beginning or the middle. It's the end of the year for the holiday season. And I doubt that Nintendo will not have a lineup or will not have something announced for the end of the season. I want to take you guys over to a clip on a video by Kid and Krista. Now, I want to tell you who they are because you probably already know who they are, but I want to remind you, if you don't know, Kid and Krista used to work for Nintendo. They know behind the scenes because they were very, very involved in what is the marketing of things, right? So they go over this in this clip that I want to show you, okay? And they talk about the possibility of no Direct in June, but not really. It's more like what or why Nintendo had their June Direct, and it's not what we think it is. Listen to what they say.
So this morning, Jeff Grubb got out and was sharing what he had been hearing, which was that as of now, what he's heard is that there is not a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo coming in that usual E3 time frame.
I can see that.
Which, on one hand, it's like, they're unshackled from E3. They've known for a long enough time that they weren't going to do that they didn't need to worry about putting this show together. But on the same hand, there was a lot of stuff that would happen in the summer that was in service of promoting the holiday lineup.
Exactly.
So, you have E3, and then that flows right into Comic-Con, which flows into PAX. And you have all these demos that you're showing off and games that you're talking about beat after beat. There's there's a big press tour that happens in the summer.
Yep.
In a lot of different cities where, hey,
and it kind of
mainstream
hinges
media.
on you announcing what games you have upcoming for the rest of the year.
Right. There are still super long lead print publications that Nintendo wants to be in.
Yeah.
Where if you don't talk to them about this in July, you're not going to get in it.
That's right. We used to have press tours in the summertime specifically for that reason. And it was based on the fact that you announced all your holiday or the titles for the rest of the year in June, and you have playable demos from E3 in June.
Exactly.
Now that has fallen away, like, what does that mean for, excuse me, the sort of the announcement calendar, and also what does it mean for the holiday schedule?
Yeah. So I'm not saying that invalidates what Jeff Grubb is saying. I don't know. But I do think what happens with a June or that June time frame will kind of indicate like what the Switch has left in it.
Yeah.
Because if they don't have anything then, and they're just kind of letting all this time pass without having a clear holiday schedule, there might be less in the tank than we think.
Yeah, it starts to get a little tricky once you get past like August,
Yeah, because, the industry really does look like Madden coming out is the start of the holiday season. And Madden comes out like the end of August. And then it's like, got that big, get the heavy hitters out, get ready for the holidays.
It's like September, we call it Shocktober for a reason. September and then Shocktober is like your only 2 months of like heavy holiday time marketing and releases. And anything really November and beyond starts to feel like not really going to make a difference for you sales-wise in the holiday schedule. So
right. And you always want to have a game coming out all of those months to capitalize on the holiday opportunity.
Exactly. And the other thing that we talked about a lot that is not even anywhere on this list at all is like Nintendo is still sort of missing that like big mainstream holiday game. That's like
this is your Mario game?
Mario the movie, the game. Where are you? Because they do need something for like the family and for like the little boy to like unbox on Christmas morning to play with his, his like family and stuff like that. Like Nintendo, they want that like mass appeal, that like sort of expanded audience. Tears of the Kingdom is not going to be that for them. It's going to be more like, the core gamers that we used to call it, and like the existing Switch audience. But in terms of like expanding it for the holidays, they don't have anything right now on this list. It doesn't seem like it's there.
And I love this. I love what they said. Look, listen, I know E3 was part of June, right? But that was not the main reason Nintendo picked June to issue a direct. Nintendo picked June strategically to announce their next games, the upcoming lineup for the end of the year, for the rest of the year, specifically and most importantly for the holiday season. June was just the perfect month for that reason. Not that E3 had anything to do with it, not that any conventions or packs or anything had anything to do with it. Nintendo just picked it because it was the perfect time to announce the rest of the lineup for the year. And also, they took advantage of E3 packs and everything just to continue to promote their lineup for the rest of the year. Now, if that's the case, if Nintendo didn't really see like E3 and all these conventions as like their main the only reason why they issued their direct in June, then why and what stops Nintendo from having another June Direct or having a June showcase like a mini, like a Nintendo Direct Mini or a showcase or whatever they want to have to announce the rest of the year. Now, Kid and Krista made another great point in this clip, and it's where is this year's main game for the family? Because Tears of the Kingdom, even though it was the most anticipated game, yes, it was it is a great game. It is not a game geared towards kids. It is not a game geared towards families, right? It's like they stated, it's a really high gamer, like those high end gamers, us, like we are hardcore gamers, and we love Tears of the Kingdom because of the difficulty level and the scope of the game and how big it is. But it is not the family friendly game that parents want to buy their kids this holiday season, and we have yet to see that. And Krista made a joke about the Super Mario movie having a game. Who knows? That could be the case. But yes, we are missing that holiday big seller from Nintendo. And believe it or not, nope, it's not going to be Mario Odyssey again, Mario Maker, Luigi's Mansion. Games that Nintendo keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and even giving us in in packages like the Mario Day package they gave us. Nintendo is still missing that game for this holiday season, and I doubt that Pikmin 4 is going to be it. Pikmin 4 is a niche game. It has a small audience. It's not as big as Mario. It's not a console pusher, right? It's a great game. No, I'm not taking away from Pikmin 4. It looks very beautiful, looks stunning, and I'm pretty sure that it's going to be a great game. But it's not a console pusher, and it's not basically a game of the holiday caliber game. So that's the one thing. Another thing is that Nintendo doesn't plan on releasing, apparently, according to the fiscal meeting, no new consoles for the rest of this fiscal year that ends in March of 2024. The fiscal year is from March to March. So right now we are in a fiscal year, and we are entering the 7th year of the Nintendo Switch, which, yes, Nintendo Switch has been out for 6 years, but this is the way Nintendo sees it. We are entering the 7th year. We're on our way towards the 7th year. For you in the comment who says, no, Mike, the Nintendo Switch has only been out for 6 years. Yes, it's been out for 6 years, but now we are on the way to the 7th year. So that's what we call it, the 7th year of Nintendo Switch, because we're on that path right now. So another thing Nintendo can do is give us Switch editions, right? Just like the Tears of the Kingdom edition and the Mario edition for that Mario Day, right? We have the Pokemon edition. We have the Splatoon edition. And, well, how about this one? How about this Pikmin edition, right? This is a little art I put together here just to give you guys a little idea of how it would look like. I know Nintendo would be more modest when it comes to the design of the Pikmin OLED if they actually release one. But this could be something else Nintendo could do to push sales, because did you know Nintendo plans on selling 15 million more units? Although they themselves stated that they don't feel confident they will. But this could be another way to do something for the, this could be another announcement. This is why I'm stating this could be another announcement for June. Not necessarily a direct, not necessarily something different. It could be a Switch Pikmin edition, right? To try to boost sales for the holiday season. But again, we do need a Nintendo Direct. And in my personal opinion, I am on the side until June is over. I feel Nintendo will issue a Nintendo Direct in the month of June. I feel it will, because it needs to, because the most important part of the year cannot be empty for Nintendo. Nintendo has their mindset on selling a number of Switches or a number of hardware or software. They need to have a Direct very soon, either the month of June or the beginning of July. And the reason why I don't see anything happening in August or October or November or December is because Nintendo will not shadow drop games just because. They need time to issue announcement, from announcement to promotion to dropping the game. They need time to promote the game, unless they'll do some drops like they did with Metroid, right? Metroid 2, Metroid Prime, Metroid Prime 4, so Nintendo needs some time to promote their games and the rest of the year. So I am on the bandwagon that there is going to be, and again, this is only my personal opinion, okay? I have heard nothing. This is only my personal opinion that there is going to be a Nintendo Direct in June. I want there to be a Nintendo Direct in June because it just makes sense, right? It just makes sense. Now, who knows? Nintendo could surprise us all and just give us the next gen console announced, right? We can go back to the Nintendo 3DS or Nintendo 3D, right? And Nintendo, a month before they denied the existence of a next portable handheld, they released the 3DS. And let me know in the comments if I'm stating that piece of history correctly. I heard it from one of you guys, so let me know in the comments if I'm stating that piece of history correctly. 1 month before they denied that there was anything happening with the next gen console, they released another gen handheld console. So everything is on the table. Nothing is off limits. Nintendo does what Nintendo wants to do, but I feel wholeheartedly that Nintendo has to have an event in June to push up the rest of the lineup, because reselling Mario Odyssey, reselling Luigi's Mansion, reselling Mario Maker, it's not going to do it this time. A lot of people already have those games. A lot of people already have 1 and 2 and 3 consoles, and we need something new from Nintendo. Now that Tears of the Kingdom is behind us, now that Pikmin 4 is ahead of us, what's going to happen next with the rest of the year in the world of Nintendo? All right, my friends, I want to know. That's what I believe, right? That's what I think. But I want to know now what you believe. What do you guys think is going to happen for the rest of the year? What are Nintendo's plans? According to you, what do you feel is going to happen, right? Will there be a Nintendo Direct in June? Will Nintendo announce more games for this holiday season? What games do you guys want to see announced? And the big question is, will there be a next-gen console announced this year as well? Or will Nintendo wait till next year's to announce the next-gen console? That is going to do it for this episode of The Weekend Odyssey. I am Mike Odyssey, but before I let you go, I have 2 important things I need to let you know. Number 1, never ever give up. And number 2, journey on. Peace.
We're on a journey, looking back on the things that we've taken for granted, but feels like we're learning to be better